In today's market, there's a dearth of options for content creators. Cameras, microphones, mixers, RGB lighting, and more are just scratching the surface. While peripheral giant Elgato offers options for just about everything, they aren't always the most affordable, and people may want a feature set they don't provide. Enter up-and-coming peripheral company Maono. With a substantial array of audio devices, they're looking to give you what you need regardless of your requirements. From podcasting to streaming and beyond, they have a wide range of options for your consideration. I'm Joe with Coffee and Adventure, and today we're going to be reviewing the Maono AMC2 Neo Mixer, a budget mixer for XLR microphones. We want to give a huge thank you to Maono for providing this unit for review. The sleek, stylish AMC2 Neo looks sharp out of the box with an attractive symmetrical design emphasizing the thing that really matters, your output at the end of the day. The unit has smooth bezels and looks great on any desk. It has a tight form factor that doesn't take up too much space either. It can take audio from an XLR microphone and an auxiliary cable, either of which can be adjusted using the corresponding slider and faders. It can also take in audio via Bluetooth, so piping in background music from your phone is possible too. In terms of output, you can send the mix to a computer via USB-C or through an auxiliary cable. For added goodies that are packed into the unit, you have a few tools on your belt. It has a handful of reverb options in case you want to sound like you're yelling down a hallway or over a valley, and a few pitch presets to change your voice to, say,
woman, baby,
robot.
There are 3 soundboard buttons that can be customized to record and play up to 20-second clips for fun moments streaming or something like that.
Harder laughter!
And I found the reverb and pitch presets to be fun toys, but I don't really know how often they'd be used. The thing I found most useful on the entire unit is its built-in noise reducer feature. This basically gives you the power to take background noise out without having to get a software solution like RTX Voice or the SteelSeries Sonar involved. It has 2 intensities, and it actually does a pretty great job pulling out the background noise.
Stop, would you kindly? Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase? Sit, would you kindly? Stand, would you kindly?
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything, from God to justice to simple, psychotic rage.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. Despite all the cool things about the AMC2 Neo, there are some glaring design flaws that baffle me and honestly hamper the end-user experience. There are no mute buttons for any of the inputs, so you'll just have to remember where on the audio sliders you want your audio in the case that you need to be off mic for a bit. The auxiliary audio knob, for some reason, controls both the volume for the auxiliary input and the Bluetooth if you use it. This was awkward for me because I was bringing in my game audio through the auxiliary port and had to use my phone to adjust the Bluetooth music levels. The biggest problem I have with this unit, though, is the AMC2's internal battery, which can get you 4 to 6 hours of use without needing to be plugged up. That sounds fantastic in concept. You can take a laptop, a mic, and the mixer to the park or something and still record. For your everyday content creators, that design decision is going to be a real cause for concern, though. They have 2 USB-C ports on the unit. One lets you hook up to your computer to feed the audio in. The other one only exists to charge up the internal battery. Other mixers I've used power the unit and get audio through the same USB port. Here, that's not an option. And Maono recommends only keeping the unit plugged in long enough to charge the battery so you don't overcharge it and shorten the lifespan. A lot of streamers will go 4 to 6 hours or more as their normal day. With the AMC2, that's just not an option. It feels like a big oversight in the product's design. And I guess I'll say this, you could keep it plugged up and still use the unit, just know that you're going to wear the life of the battery out. And I don't know how that's going to be 2 years down the road. I genuinely love the build and material quality of the AMC2 Neo Mixer. There are some features like the noise canceling I think are fantastic additions for every mixer. Unfortunately, it's a bit frustrating to see some of the design elements hamper what I believe could have been a fantastic product. Still, for $60, it could be a solid, viable option for part-time content creators looking for some extra control. Coffee and Adventure gives the Maono AMC2 Neo Mixer
A 3 out of 5.
If we've earned it, be sure to subscribe and let us know what you thought of our review. You can also follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok for more of our content.